Good morning, interwebs. It's 11:42. I've been up since a little before 10, I think. And I just got right to work helping Steve before I even changed my clothes. I've changed my clothes now. But I thought at the moment I should probably pick up the camera and show you what we've been up to. So, main project of the day was putting in these baskets. These little slidey baskets. Ooh, fancy. There were supposed to be 5 in each of these holes. Turns out we can only fit 4 high. We're waiting for 1 to ship from the special order department at Menards. So, we'll see how that goes.
Did you make a mean face?
I did make a mean face. Did it deserve a mean face?
Yes. I could hear the mean face without looking.
But here's what it looks like with 4 high, and then we're gonna pop a shelf in here. But we are nearing the home stretch. Steve put the last 2 uprights, or 3 uprights, the ones that I went 4 to get. Well, 3 on the wall. Is there 4 on this one? Oh, there's 12 in the middle. You're right.
I know.
So he put the last 4 in here that I got yesterday.
Plus 1 up over there.
Yeah, so that way this part is done and we're just putting the last shelf in, and then doors and things go on this. And obviously the 2 shelves that go in here. So that'll be done shortly. And then over here, we put the final upright in here that I got yesterday, and then those are hanging rods because I like to store a bunch of my fabric. Once I pair fabrics to make bags, like an interior and exterior, and I iron them all, I like to hang them on hangers together so that it's like, this is a bag set. It helps with my bag making and just planning out updates and things. So those are up there, and they fill in a gap that otherwise would not be filled in. And now I'm just cleaning up again, because it's an endless process of make a mess, clean it up, make a mess, clean it up. And you need to go pull all of these little thingies out of there. And ultimately, I'm going to be making liners. I'm sewing liners for all of these baskets. I bought the fabric at Joann's earlier this week. But I might just put the stuff in it and then make the liners and then put the stuff on top of them, because I think the liners are going to take me a minute and I want to put things away. So I'll do that, and then maybe I can actually sew them in here in my nice place to sew instead of squished against the wood stove. Which, while it's not on, it's still just a little squishy. Okay, off to go and finish cleaning up the floor and then putting in the last of the stuff. And side note, you know how I lost that hook and then I told you it wasn't the hook? I'm talking to the camera, not you. I know it's very confusing. So I talked about losing that hook.
I was being the audience. They were all going to be riveted and going, tell us about the hook.
So, the hook that I thought I lost, the eye hook, which I wasn't actually even using.
Put it on you.
Oh, you don't want me to show your face?
I was all done.
Because I felt like you were making a mad or a mean face. I could hear it in your voice.
There was no mad or mean face.
So, anyways, Steve lost a screwdriver. No, are you sure you were...
It's with your hook.
No, I found my hook. My hook was not the hook I was at. Are you sure that's the screwdriver you were using?
Yes.
Oh, darn. Oh, what is today, Steve?
Let's see. It is the 2 days before the anniversary of when we got to Kansas. It's our anniversary of our wedding.
Our 12th wedding
anniversary.
And Father's Day.
And Father's Day.
But which of those is more important?
Well, you don't really care about our wedding anniversary, so...
That's probably true. I don't care about either of today's holidays. Especially because he's working tonight, so it's not like I even get to have champagne for my anniversary. I mean, I could, but that really seems pathetic to be drinking champagne alone. But then I'd get the whole bottle. Maybe I should celebrate our anniversary despite the fact you can't join me.
When I think of drinking champagne alone, there was this Love Connection episode where this guy, he was a used car salesman, and he had supposedly had the, coolest trick ever. And they were like, what is it? He's like, you order a bottle of champagne and drink it alone, and somebody will come up, and you just tell them it's your birthday. Then they'll drink with you. And he was like, and he didn't tell people he was a used car salesman because he thought that made him a liar. So then it was extra funny that he would then, his move was to be a liar.
So what you're saying is he was a successful used car salesman who was unsuccessful in love.
No, Again, this is something that has stored in my brain for 30 years. I don't know why, but it has.
Do you remember when we were dating and we used to watch Love Connection on Game Show Network?
I didn't usually watch Love Connection with you, but I do remember watching game shows with you on Game Show Network.
Yeah, Love Connection tended to come on when you were still at work. So I would be watching when you got there. My dad once had a boss who was on Love Connection. I don't know whether that...
You said it was like multiple times, too.
I think so. I do know that every time it would come on, even in reruns, my mom would make me watch it. She'd go, Kendra, the Love Connection's on! And then we'd watch it again. He did not find love that way. I sure hope he's found love by now. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that guy. But Love Connection clearly did not help him. Well, it is a little before 3. And I'm headed to bed because I'm tired. I had a big day. We finished putting everything together in here. We put doors on the cabinets mostly. There's one section where we're still figuring out where I want the shelves and doors and things. And then I took a nap this afternoon. That was nice. And then all evening I spent loading things in. So I emptied all of these totes that had been full of fabric. And then most of that was in the parlor. Then I've just started going through the house. I started at the living room. And I'm trying to get everything in each room that belongs in here. I started with the fabric because that's like the most important thing. And so those went in first and then everything else is going in around it. I have also unloaded all of my yarn stash into here. So I'm going to give you a brief look around, but I'm not going to explain things. I will explain in a few days. I'll give you a full tour. Also, the yarn is all currently in the baskets. However, the baskets don't have their liners made. I'm going to wait till I get everything in here, then move my sewing machine in here. When my sewing setup is all done, then I'm going to sew liners for all the baskets. I bought the fabric the other day. So, here we go. Wow, so much stuff. See? You can hardly see the green walls anymore. And those shelves will end up full, I'm sure, at some point. And then behind all of these doors, fabric. So, that's exciting. And tiring. Exciting and tiring. So I'm happy with how things are turning out. So far I have enough space. There's still empty space places, which is good because I need room to grow. Because obviously this is just the stuff that's currently in my house. Part of the reason for doing all of this was because there will be more fabric arriving at my house at some point in the future. Now I might work through a bunch of this before I get to that point. I haven't even dealt with any of my shop fabric. Those totes are shop fabric. All this was personal fabric, which I will sometimes use for things for the shop, but they are things I've come across or come about in different ways. Like the stuff for the shop is stuff I bought at quilt stores or even at like normal fabric stores like Joann's and things, with the intent purpose to sell the stuff. The personal fabric is stuff that I have acquired over my life from when I was in high school and worked at the fabric store. I got a bunch of stuff that way. I have a bunch of stuff that my mom had given me over time. At least once, she just gave me a tote full, and I helped her clean her storage unit. She went, I'm not going to look what's inside it, and she handed me a tote of fabric. So that stuff's in there, and yeah, I've acquired personal fabric in many and varied ways. But some of that stuff will always be mine, and nobody can touch it, and it's like super special. And then there's other stuff where I will probably make stuff for sale out of it, because it's just fabric that I got at a good deal, or I got because I liked or haven't used, or you know, whatever. But some of it, I got out all my preciouses, so those were fun to go through. But now I'm sleepy. So I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.